Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Recertification Made Easy. Today, I'll be sharing tips with you that will help you to navigate through the recertification process and hopefully make it easy for you. My name is Kendra Adams, CAPOM, and I've been a member of IAAP for 20 years. I've gone through this process a few times. As a matter of fact, I just recently completed my recertification. So everything is still a bit fresh, and hopefully I can share some tips with you that will help you go through this process smoothly. First things first, I want to congratulate you on earning your certification. This is an amazing accomplishment that you should be very proud of. Now, let's talk about what comes next. I would encourage you to file your recertification certificates electronically. This will help you to have all of your backup documentation at your fingertips when it's time to recertify. The process will be much more efficient when you need to upload your documentation into the portal. If you really want to be super efficient, I would suggest uploading your recertification certificates as you earn them. This will help you to easily keep track of your recertification points you are earning, and when it's time to recertify, it's going to be a breeze because you've already entered all of your documentation into the portal. Next, I would suggest you have the recertification handbook close by. This is a great resource to reference when you're going through this process. And the recertification handbook can be found on the IAAP website. In addition, for those of you who may have questions as to when you are due to recertify, IAAP has made it so easy for you. You will receive an email from the certification department several weeks in advance of your recertification deadline. So it's important to make sure your email is current within your profile in the IAAP membership portal. Here's a tip. You are due to recertify 3 years from either the date you passed the exam or the date you recertified. If you took your CAP exam before June 1st, you are due May 31st of your recertification year. If you took your CAP exam after June 1st, you are due November 30th of your recertification year. Remember, you can always check your recertification deadline by logging into the CAP recertification portal. Here's a side note. You can submit your recertification application up to 180 days before your due date. Now, if you recertify early, keep in mind that it doesn't change your due date, nor can you start earning points towards your next recertification until after your original due date passes. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. So I recertified in January of 2022. However, my recertification deadline is not until May of 2022. I understand that even though I recertified early, all of the recertification points that I earned from the time I submitted my application until my original due date has passed in May of 2022 will not carry over into the next cycle. In other words, any points that you've earned from the period you submit your application until your actual due date do not carry over to the next cycle. Now, if you miss your due date, you have a 30-day grace period to submit a late application. And more information about that can be found within the recertification handbook. As it relates to fees to recertify, the cost is $100 for IAAP members and $250 for non-members. And finally, as you are gathering your supporting documentation, keep in mind that you may use any of the supporting documents noted here to validate your training, and that could be a certificate of completion, a course program or outline, college or company transcript, or a letter from the provider. Now stay tuned for the next video as I share all about recertification points, how many points you will need, the point categories, and how to calculate your recertification points.